Okay everyone, here's another type of sculpture project. This is called a wire sculpture. What I'm creating out of my wire here is a little mini figure doing some sort of pose. Looks like he's kind of running. If you want to try a figure again, that is fine. I have a worksheet here to help you to go through the steps to actually make a person, a figure. If you want to try something else besides a figure, that's okay too. It might be a little bit trickier because I don't have a worksheet to help you, but you could figure out a way to make maybe an animal or a flower or something else that you can think of. So how I started with this is you need to start with a long piece of wire, and I will cut this for you. Come see me. The first thing you're going to do in your the first step on your worksheet here, it says start with one long piece of wire, and you're going to fold the wire in half, leaving a loop in the middle, and then you're going to twist that loop. So it kind of meets the ends of the wire together, and you have to be very careful so that we don't accidentally let this go and poke somebody. So kind of spread out when you're working with this. So meet the two ends here, and then at the very top you're just going to twist and then make a loop. So this is going to be kind of like the head of your sculpture. So I've twisted a couple times here. So after I've kind of twisted that, then it's going to show you how to loop the two sides here to make two arms. So imagine that these are going to be the start of the two arms here. I'm just going to loop around as long as I think I want my arm to be. And then again, you're going to twist this all the way down. And that's the start of your first arm. Now the other side here, again, you're going to loop it around. Kind of try and match it to the other arm and see how long it is, and then twist it up. Okay, so now you still have two pieces down here. This is going to be the start of the body. So kind of push these two pieces together, and as long as you want the body to be, kind of measure that out. So I think I want mine to be about that long. And then I'm going to keep a little space right here and then twist these together again. So far I have the head, the two arms, and then the body part right here. I can leave this as a big kind of loop, or I can twist it up like the arms. Then it's going to show you how to kind of twist two parts of the legs here. So again, I'm going to loop it up and then twist the two parts of the legs, just like I did with the arms. Now notice that I have a little end piece here. I'm just going to twist this into the body so that it's not sticking off and poking me. And then the next leg here, loop it up and twist. Then I'm going to take this end piece here and just kind of twist it into the body. Now you might notice that some of your arms or legs are not quite the length that you want. You can take another wire strap and you can loop another piece onto the leg to make the leg longer, or to make the arms longer, or whatever you would like. So I think I'm actually going to twist this up. Okay. So now from here, I've got kind of like the little skinny skeleton structure to my person. This is kind of how mine ended up, my final project though. So I kind of liked the look of making these body parts look a little bit thicker, like the arms and legs and the head. So you can come see me and I'll cut you a few more straps. And you can add some pieces to your person to make these body parts a little bit thicker. So I can take a scrap here and I can kind of loop it onto whatever body part that I'm working with, and I can just start to twist this up, and the more wire that I overlap, the more it's going to make these body parts a little bit thicker. So I'm just twisting this really loosely around the arm so that the arm gets a little bit thicker. Now making your sculpture a little bit thicker will take a while, but you can definitely keep cutting off some scraps for yourself for each of your body parts. Now notice that my end is a little bit pokey here. I'm just gonna find a spot where I can wrap it around one of the body parts until I get all the way to the end. Okay, so let's imagine that I just kind of wrapped each of my body parts and they're a little bit thicker. What I'm gonna do, the very last step, just like we did with our other figure sculpture, is I'm just going to pick a pose that I want my figure to do. So it could really be anything. The wire is very movable. You can move the head, can move the body and the legs and just figure out what you want your figure to be doing. So we're not going to wrap these in paper mache. They're just going to stay just how they are, just a little wire sculpture. Okay. So again, if you don't want to try a figure, that's fine. It might be a little bit trickier for you, but you can figure out a way to make an animal. So animals are kind of similar to people. Maybe the legs would be going down this way, and it would be kind of crawling like this if you wanted to make an animal. So you can try that as well.